product is women.
Welcome y'all to the first episode of the 360 podcast.
360.
You gotta work this podcast. Nobody's gonna work them.
Feel the hate when she look at me. Running the streets, I ain't looking for nothing. If that's the truth, I disagree. Everybody just looking for something. Some of them wanna use you. Some of them wanna be used by you. Maybe I never abuse you unless you want me to. I miss you, girl, yeah, all of that. I called your phone, won't call me back. I'm losing it, old heart attack. Really don't want no parts of that. You call it this, you call it that. I'm a sucker for love, yeah, all of that. You wifey, girl, wifey, baby. Do that thing, you drive me crazy. Pop that bottle, roll it up. We might make a couple babies.
What's going on, everybody, man?
Good evening, everyone.
Man, another episode of the 360 podcast. You got your boy KG Williams.
And your boy Dre.
I mean, we doing it, the dynamic duo tonight. So, I mean, we're going to jump straight into it. I promised that, but I said something about doing Black History last time I was, we did the episode or whatever. So I got some names. Dre, as we doing the topic, sure, we can just kind of, oh shit, turn this shit down. We can just hit over the names and kind of read what they did and shit. Or whatever. Hold on, let me make sure I pull it up real quick. Oh no, well, first I might as well pull that up first. The first topic.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, let's go with that. Hold on.
All right, well, pretty much the first topic was about, it was this dude pretty much making a video because he go to college. And he said he know a lot of D1 football players, whether it's football or basketball athletes or whatever. And he said his personal preference is black women. But he said he wanted to know why so many of the dudes that go to college or whatever date outside their race, their race, and date white women versus black women. And he was giving the reasons why some of the dudes feel the way that they feel. It was a multitude of reasons why. Some of the dudes felt like, one dude example was, how
people get endorsed.
they get these NIL deals, which is pretty much college endorsements. Mm-hmm. So if you pretty much all the players get it, but depending on how good you is, depends on how much of an endorsement you can get. So it was this one dude saying, he asked a question like, how many white girls do you see twerking during the Meg Thee Stallion challenge? And the dude was like, I seen maybe like 2 or 3 of them. He was like, what about, he said this one girl, as soon as she found out that he got his NIL deal, the first thing she did was ask him for money, send her cash apps, things of that nature. And he also said that he would take out to restaurants like Chipotle, there's different restaurants like that. And she would catch an attitude and be like, why we not going to steakhouses where you can afford this? This is some of the examples some of the dudes was using. But here's the video right here.
Getting drafted, having white women. What's going on? I am going to tell you, as someone that is friends with a lot of D1 football players and D1 basketball players, I'm going to tell you because they have told me. Whoa. Before I get into this, I want to make it clear I'm only into black women. I'm just telling you what they have told me. My man said, bro, how many white women have you seen do the Meg Thee Stallion challenge? And he said, excluding the ones that think they're 2 shades away from being Lotto. I said, probably only 1. He said, okay. Y'all, 5 of my guys that play on Division I Power 5 football teams, and they start, they were like, goody, you know the type of NIL deals we got. One of my men said, bro, I was messing with this black girl. She heard about the deal I got and started to request money. Apple pays and cash apps for her hair and nails. I said, oh shit. My other friends were saying, bro, I would try to take her out to Chipotle, Kava, this and this and that. She would get mad talking about why are we going to steakhouses? You're good for it. I said, oh shit. They were like, bro, the white women, they're down to go and get a cup of coffee, go and get some fucking ice cream. My friends were like, bro, the white women we're dating, they pay for a lot of our stuff. I said, what do you mean? They said, bro, they know that we're making some money, but while we're at practice or we're at camp, they got us our favorite Cabo Bowl, double chicken, right? Waiting for them to come out of practice. My friends were telling me these girls are getting their group projects done, getting their essays done, online tests done, on time. I said, wait, what? I said, bro, what about maintenance? There's no way you're not paying for her hair, nails, bags, her lifestyle. He said, bro, first of all, my girl will get her own Starbucks and even get me one, but if I want to be nice, I'll get her something, from Starbucks. And they were like, hair and nails. They don't even care about the nails, really. And if they do it themselves. Sometimes I pitch in, and I was like, all right, what about hair? They're like, bro, she's white. She just brushes it. We're flat irons, and she wants to be special. So, Jesus Christ, you guys are saving a lot of money. One of my mans said this. He just got drafted. He said, bro, I was dating a black girl. Now I'm dating a white girl. I'm about to marry her. He said the difference between the black girl and the white girl, the biggest difference is the white girl knows when to shut the fuck up. I said, God damn. Listen, this is what they told me. Do with the information as you please. If it takes me 10 to 15 years to find a black woman that's compatible with me, that's what I'm going to do. But this is what they told me. So stop being surprised. Why are all these...
Right, so, I mean...
Now, and this funny thing is some of the comments, it was like, the reason why some of the white women are the way that they are is somebody said that they play the long game, meaning like, okay, yeah, they might do what they're doing now, but once they feel like they got you and they got that ring on their finger, then it's downhill from there, and they will clean you out in divorce, which could be true. I mean, it depends.
Yeah, it depends on who you pick, man.
It all depends on who you deal with, but as far as the reasons why some of them do, I mean, I can't tell somebody what their experiences are.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, everybody follows a different path in life. Everybody has different experiences from other people. But me personally, I mean, I date black women. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, they do get on my nerves a lot. Like, y'all is a headache. But I mean, that's just who I prefer to be with or whatever. But I'm not gonna lie. Some of the stereotypes can be true.
Yeah,
like not wanting to listen, being loudmouth, being hard headed, being
strong black woman.
I mean, not even just being a strong black woman, but it's just like you'd be surprised how many times you be in public and you'll hear a girl, nigga, you ain't shit, yeah. I'm just like, damn, like if y'all shouldn't be talking to each other like that out in public, but you see it all the time. So it's like you just gotta try to pick the right one, because I mean, like I said, there is some truth to the stereotypes, especially nowadays with this younger generation. It just seems like it ain't looking good. That's why I say I feel for my son. I hope he could find the right one, because it's not looking good out here, man.
Is it like he was saying about the endorsements and stuff or whatever? You think it's wrong that they feel like I mean, like that, like, cause
the player or the company?
The player. I mean, but bro, not the company, cause I ain't worried about the company. Company gonna feel like how they.
Is it wrong for the player to feel that way? I mean, no, the player really pretty much gotta abide by whatever company decides to give you a deal. Mm-hmm. There's rules and guidelines that you have to follow when you have that deal with that company. So if I'm trying to think of a big company. Let's say you did a commercial, you're a spokesperson for Google or Nike or something like to that effect. Mm-hmm. And you have a significant other out there doing things that's bringing negative attention to y'all two, then that can mess up your deal.
Right.
So I understand a dude not wanting to have, being picky on who he chooses and select, and wanting to make sure that he chooses the right woman, because she's a reflection of you once you get that NIL deal. So let's say if I got an NIL deal and I'm making 10, 15 million a year, but my girl all on the internet turning up, acting all rowdy, getting into fights, twerking inappropriately, or might got an OnlyFans or anything of that nature.
That's messing the business.
Then that's going to mess up my deal. So of course I would have to stay away from her. I would have to get rid of her. Hopefully I wouldn't get dropped. But in that aspect, I do understand how they can feel that way.
Yeah, because I would say get the hell away from her, man. If she doing all that and she don't understand business, understand that can possibly be taking money out, not just your pocket, y'all together, so y'all pocket or whatever. If she can't understand that, I would just get out.
And it's just unfortunate that it's like that, but trust believe, if you're in a relationship with somebody and you are like a sports person or a famous person and you getting all type of endorsements, the actions of your significant other definitely will affect you. I don't care who you are. Like, it doesn't make a difference.
Hold on.
But it was another thing I was looking at too, and they was saying
Black college athletes.
black women don't claim men out in the ring. And one of the reasons why I was saying is because it's a study. Well, it's from Black Demographics. They got it from the U.S. Census Bureau, and it shows the percentage of people, as far as black men and black women that was married. And it's interesting because if you go back to like the 60s, the 50s and 60s, it said 64% of black men was married. And no, I'm sorry, 62% of black men was married, and 64% of black women was married.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, in the 60s, yeah.
Damn,
No, 50s and 60s, yeah.
That's
50s
high.
and 60s. It started going down in the 70s.
All right.
Nowadays, to date, it says it's around 33% black women who got married. And I think it was around 40-something% for far as black men that's ever been married. And that number is astronomical because when you look at the marriage statistics for other races, well, I'm just use white for example.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like around 84%. It was either 74 or 84%.
It was 80 something. Because remember, you said 70.
Okay, yeah, it was 84%.
It was higher.
So I just think we just gotta go back to trying to fix the black unity, black love, because it's not looking good for us out here. Mm-hmm. But that's just a little something I wanted to add on to that. That's all.
Yeah, but the first person, man, we got from the Black History subject that we on, we gonna be in between or whatever, is Miss Ethel Waters. I don't know if y'all ever heard of her. Miss Ethel Waters was born in 1896. She died in 1977. It says here she was influential performer who went on to have a stellar career on Broadway. She was also a Grammy winner, recording artist whose vocal style was imitated by her by her contemporaries. She also starred in movies and was nominated for an Academy Award for Pinky in 1942. God damn, 1942.
That was a while ago.
And she doing it. I mean, imagine the racism, boy. She doing this back then. So, let's say in 1950, Miss Waters became the first Black American to lead a television program, and she was the first Black actor to win an Emmy Award. Later in life, she toured with Billy Graham, using her musical talents to sing in his crusade. Wow, so in 1950, it says she was the first Black American to lead a television program. 1950.
Those were probably a big deal back then.
Hell yeah.
Because she opened the doors for the other people.
Mm-hmm. I know them people. I know they was mad,
for like
boy.
Fred Sanford and dudes like that. Because Fred he probably was doing stuff in the 50s, but he probably started getting popular in the 60s.
Yeah. So what? We gonna go with number 2.
Yeah. 2. All right. Would you or should you try to protect or save a random woman, like somebody you don't know that's in danger?
Depending on what the fuck is going on, because I don't know what's going on. You understand? Yeah, I mean, if I'm just walking past the alley and the dude and the woman getting into it, yeah, I mean, I'm supposed to just run down there like Superman and call myself intervening and saving, not knowing what could be going on or whatever. Shoot, they might turn around and both start whooping my ass.
So you just want to just let it happen, huh?
Hey, if you ain't getting being all worded, that's something different or whatever. Yeah, I mean, if that's happening, then it's a chance. I mean, I don't know if I could see something like that and not try to help somebody or whatever. But just randomly, man, because I just like she gotta, they gotta make it back to their family. I gotta make it back to my family too, man.
No,
So-
I definitely understand that.
so,
I mean, it's
I
a
mean,
touchy situation.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I ain't gonna sit here and tell nobody that they shouldn't help somebody because that's crazy or whatever. But the question is, I'm answering the question from from me, my opinion or whatever. If it was me, depending on what's going on, yeah, I mean, because I don't want to intervene and then shoot. But next thing you know, both of them stabbing me up or something.
Yeah, like I said, it's a touchy subject. Like, it all depends what's going on. I'm not gonna lie. If it's just like an argument and a fight, I'm probably not going to get involved unless he's like probably beating the dog shit out of him or
Yeah.
something. Then I'm probably like,
Then
yo,
I
Jay,
probably
you
be like,
doing
yo,
too much.
you're right.
The only reason why I say
I can see
I don't
that.
consider myself, I really don't want to get involved is because I've helped somebody before and it backfired on me. Let's just put it that way. I'm gonna just leave it at that, and it just backfired on me. So from that point on, I was just like, why put myself out there again? And a homeboy of mine, it was this dude beating up his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
He goes over, start whipping the dude ass.
Mm.
The girl stabs him.
Wow.
The girl that's getting her ass whipped stabs my homeboy for saving her from getting her ass whipped.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. So it's
Yeah,
like,
that's
yo,
crazy.
damn if you do, damn if you don't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you hear stuff like that, it makes you be like, oh, I definitely won't mind my business, because, like, he could have easily went home that day fine, and now he got to go to the hospital and all that. And I was watching one video the other day, and the dude was talking about how a dude was beating this girl up real bad, and he intervened, and he started mocking the dude. He said, out of nowhere, he said he don't even know what the girl hit him with, but he was like, she hit him hard. He was like, that shit hurt. And he said the police wound up coming. And he said when the police came, the girl told the police that he tried to rob both of them.
Wow.
Luckily enough, it was other people around
I was just about-
and
yeah.
told them what really happened. Well, he would have got locked up.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, yo, see, it's like, man, I don't
Yeah.
know about this. Sometimes you gotta mind your
Your
business.
Yeah.
It all depends on the situation,
Pick
man.
and choose your battles, man.
Yeah, it just all depends on the situation. You can't just jump out there for any and everything because you don't know what's going on.
Because at the end of the day, man, you gotta make it home too.
Exactly. I got a son that I gotta live for, so shit, I gotta think about him before anybody else.
That's
I'm
a
sorry.
that's a picky situation.
Yeah, it is.
Or whatever.
Like I said, I done put myself out there before and that shit backfired. So, oh man, you live and you learn. But the next person we got is Max Robinson. All right, well, Max Robinson was an American broadcast journalist, most notably serving as co-anchor on ABC World News Tonight alongside Frank Reynolds and Peter Jennings from 1978 until 1983. Robinson is noted as the first African-American broadcast network news anchor in the United States. Robinson was the founder of the National Association of Black Journalists.
Wow. And they I was reading something too. They said it was like he made the dude, you know how they do the teleprompter or whatever. And they basically I guess he couldn't, it was something with the teleprompter. He told him not to turn it on. He wasn't supposed to do that. And like that's what it was. They couldn't see him. They could only hear him or something. And he told him to turn it, whatever, so they could, so they could see.
Oh,
him.
so it's okay.
They said he got fired behind that too.
Oh, Max did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yo, his
They
name,
didn't want him to.
his name Max too. I can imagine how that went, boy. He probably was like, hey, Jerry, don't you touch that goddamn shit.
Yo, but Max really ain't that's like a universal name.
Like turn that, hey, you gonna turn that camera on today.
Like, there's a couple
Jerry.
universal names. Like Jerry, well, obviously Jerry and you. Like, Gary is a universal name.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of Garys, yeah.
Like, me,
My first and my last name.
I don't know too many people with my name. You always meet Durrells and stuff like that, but
Max probably hint that cameraman up in the back. Boy, had a little talk with his ass. and yo came straight out that bitch and was like, and put him on camera that day, boy.
hey, shoot. That man put in that work just like everybody else. Shit.
But number 3. No, yeah, you number 3. Are the Simpsons prediction events worth even paying attention to?
It depends.
Cause they done.
The only reason why I say it depends is because recently some of those that you've been saying is actually AI automated, so it's not even really
Yeah,
the
I noticed
Simpsons
that. I noticed
episode.
that. I noticed that too.
So it's like AI, somebody using AI to pretend it's actually the Simpsons cartoon, but it's been made recently or whatever. But there are some other episodes where I do believe, like I always say I believe the government speaks to us through the media, whether it's movies, cartoons, news, just whatever they can use, any type of media, they kind of tell us certain things without us even knowing it. Because I remember I had a homeboy who his uncle was in the military or whatever, and there was this movie we was watching, and they had these guns or whatever, and his uncle was talking about how they had them guns like back in the day, but the movie, he was talking about the guns like 20 years prior to the movie actually coming out or whatever.
Right.
So I was like, well, damn, that's weird. Like, you mean tell me they had like these type
That
of
stuff back,
weapons like 20, 30 years ago?
Yeah, I was saying that too. They say like when they release technology to the
public, they at least had it for 50 to 100 years.
yeah, something like that.
So
I
like when
heard
they come
that.
up with GPS and Google Maps and cell phone technology, they done been had this technology. They just know that it's so advanced, they feel like the public is
Ain't
not ready for it
yeah.
yet. So we're going to hold off on it. You'd be surprised, man, the type of technology the government got, man. But some of the predictions on The Simpsons was Hillary Clinton running for president, Donald Trump winning the presidency. It's been a lot of Simpsons predictions that I do think are true.
Get your toy. No, go ahead. You good? Get your toy. Come on.
It's a couple of them. Simpsons predictions.
No. What you saying? There's a couple episodes. What?
Oh, the Ebola virus one. Hey, it's
Donald Trump too.
Yeah, I said the Donald Trump, but there's one where they sitting around in like a room. I guess it's all high members of the government or whatever, and they trying to come up with a next scare tactic for the public or whatever, and they just throwing out ideas. And the one dude pretty much was like, "Ooh, let's come up with a virus. Let's go scare everybody. Where they gotta take vaccines and yada 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 yada." And it just makes you think like, yo,
yeah.
it's just like I don't know, man. It seems too much of a coincidence to me.
Just like you got a lot of people, conspiracy theory people that be breaking down movies and stuff and be talking about stuff that be in movies and stuff like that too. I know you've probably seen some of them videos, or or y'all seen some of them videos before. I don't know if y'all into that type of stuff, but yeah, man. They be Donald Trump. What you said? Donald Trump, the Kobe shit. What else? Something you could think of off the top of your head? They probably did.
Hillary running for president.
Yeah, man. I think, and the reason why I brought that up is to say this. Like Dre said, I think, I think they be showing us stuff, man, through the, shows, media. And if they put it in a cartoon, how serious is people gonna take it? See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. They'll just take it as, or even if they put it in the movie, because people know movies are not real, and they can show you some shit in the movie, and if you happen to see some similar to that in real life, oh no, that can't be true. That was in the movie. They can't do nothing like that.
Right.
So.
Man, hey, what we got next? Eunice hunting call.
All right, well, Bass Reeves is one of the people, for us Black History, we're going to talk about. People don't know Bass Reeves was one of the first black cowboys.
Law motherfuckers, like sheriff, whatever it was back then. He was like one of the top.
I guess, what they used to call
marshals.
It was like people. I forget. It was something similar to the bounty hunter.
They was called. I think it was the marshals.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, U.S. Marshals or whatever.
If you ever seen
Long Ranger.
shit,
That's what they got. That's
The
what
Holiday Fall.
Yeah.
The dude that was the lawman that was trying to help him find Idris Elba, that was Bass Reeves.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was Bass Reeves' character in that movie, but
Right.
he's actually a real character in real life.
Yeah, and they said and I know it's an old show, man. If y'all young, man, look it up, man, or whatever. But it's an old show called The Long Ranger. It was a white dude and an Indian,
Okay,
or whatever. And they said they got that from Bass Reeves.
All right, so Bass Reeves was born July 1838 and died January 12, 1910. He was an enslaved manservant, runaway slave, gunfighter, farmer, scout, tracker, railroad agent, and deputy.
God damn.
U.S. Marshal. He spoke and understood the 5 civilized tribal languages, including Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw,
Man, we can't
Somali, and Creek.
Y'all can't pronounce that shit either.
Bass was one of the first African American deputy U.S. Marshals west of the Mississippi River, mostly working in the Daly Indian Territory. The region was saturated with horses, thieves, cattle rustlers, gunslingers, bandits, bootleggers, swindlers, and murderers. Bass made more than 3,000 to 4,000 arrests in his lifetime, only killing 20 men in the line of duty. Damn, 3,000 to 4,000 arrests. God damn.
He was getting it big.
Yo, he made a lot of money, yo.
Yeah, imagine how much that was worth back then.
He was a bad motherfucker. You getting that many arrests, you was a bad motherfucker. And only had to kill 20 men in the line of duty?
They was
That mean a lot of motmotherfuckers probably respected him. They probably scared of his ass.
Yeah.
They see his ass, hey, I surrender.
No Bass on their ass, boy. It's over with. They like,
Shit.
Man, give up. And a lot of people probably was hanging too, getting caught, going to court.
Oh yeah. Back then, I mean, it was either you got hung. I mean, you spent time in jail. It depends what your crime was.
Right.
You could spend time in jail, or if your crime was that deadly, you normally was hung. I don't think they was normally hitting back in the West.
No.
In the Wild West. I think they stopped.
But you better not steal no cattle. They will hang your ass. Horse thief.
Well, you gotta think back. Remember the Hateful Eight?
Yeah.
They was taking him to go get hung.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they probably hung. They still was hanging people back in those days or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But the next topic is it's actually a sad story or whatever, but it's tragic that it happened. It was a Baltimore County girl, Shakira Allen. She was shot in her apartment complex. This happened out in Parkville, Maryland, out in the county, out by like Harford Road, Putty Hill, like over in that area. Mm-hmm. But they say that she had a restraining order on, I'm guessing it was her boyfriend or the dude that she was dealing with at the time. And once she got the restraining order, I guess, because I don't know too much about restraining orders, but what the article was saying, she was supposed to go back to court. No, she went there to file it originally, which they granted it. Mm-hmm. But I guess she was supposed to go back to court, I guess, to finalize it, and she didn't show up. So the restraining order got dropped.
That's what I was wondering. Like, why?
I mean,
if it's bad
it doesn't
like
say
that, why wouldn't she show up?
She didn't go or why she didn't show up. I don't know.
All right, but
I mean, it could be a multitude of reasons why she didn't show up. I mean, who knows?
Right.
But unfortunately, 6 days after that case, 6 days after the court date, the dude showed back up. They was in the parking lot arguing. It was actually a lady at her window was actually recording. There was another dude, from what the article was saying, was in the van. Because I was watching the video. They was like running around the parking lot, and then the dude just chased her down, pretty much shot her. You could hear her screaming. And then the dude just walked off. Like, you can even hear her say in the video, I have a restraining order against you.
Yeah, because I know they said the neighbors and stuff, the one lady said she heard the shots because she was yelling out the window.
Yeah. I mean, she was yelling out the window, I think, beforehand.
Before.
Like,
telling yo, stop.
Yeah, trying to get him not to go any further than what he was already doing.
And then she said she heard gunshots. Well, she said she didn't even think it was gunshots or whatever. And then she said she went to the window after she heard firecrackers, whatever she said, or whatever, and went to the window. She said she see dude, he just walking off casually, like
like nothing happened. Like he just,
he just,
like yo, just kicked the squirrel out the way or something.
Yeah,
like
man,
he ain't just did that.
He ain't do nothing wrong and shit.
So I don't. That's a touchy situation, man. Like,
yeah, that's unfortunate, man.
It's.
Man,
I just want to know. I mean,
guys, we gotta do better, man.
We do.
We gotta fucking do better, man. Because you can't let nobody push you to the point where as though you feel like you gotta kill them and do some crazy shit like kill.
Yeah, the only way I can
see
see me going to the extreme of seriously hurting somebody like that. If somebody did something to one of my kids, like with my son, I only got one son, so I won't say kids, but my son. Like if somebody was
Jake yourself, boy.
No, I don't want Jake. That's the only time I can see myself doing some shit like that. But other than that, it's not that worth it. Like she cheated on you, so what? You know how many girls it is out here, man? She would have never do, so what? You know how many girls it is out here, man? Like, yo, they a dime a dozen, G. It ain't that serious, man. I never understood why a dude will find out his girl cheating on him and one go try to find a dude to shoot the dude or whatever, or fight the dude. I'm like, yo, for one, several layers to this. The dude might not even knew about you. Right. So if he didn't know about you, he technically ain't his fault.
Right. You got to, man, deal with your woman.
Even if he did know about you, if that man don't know you, he don't owe you no loyalty, no respect. The loyalty and respect comes from your partner.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying do something to your partner.
Right.
But you can, look here, if you're going to decide to stay, which I don't advise, I advise you to check her and put her in a place and make sure that she know that not to do nothing like this without being physical with her. Mm-hmm. But even if you're not going to stay, it's no point of you whipping her ass. For what? What is that going to get? For one, you're going to get locked up. And she's going to still be out here with her legs open getting
fucked. By somebody else.
And you behind closed.
Probably that night that you whoop her ass and you go to jail, she going to be...
Yeah, somebody going to control the other man, baby.
Getting cuffed by somebody else.
I'll make you feel better.
So, like, yo, man, it ain't worth it, man.
Worth it.
It's not
and women
worth it,
as well, too, man. You be seeing how women be taking backs to dudes' cars, busting windows and doing like... Remember that one video we seen where the girl trying to run the dude over with the car, but he kept moving out the way just in time, and she wanted to run into the buildings. Yo, that shit was crazy. Yo, like,
yeah, I saw that.
It was like he was playing frog with the bitch. Yo, like he was like, "What bitch you can't kick me down? What bitch you can't kick me down?" Yo, that shit was crazy.
He shook her like Barry Sanders and shit.
That bitch ran into the building. Yo, like, hey, yo.
Yeah,
it ain't that serious, man.
You got some crazy motherfuckers out here.
Yeah, man. If you going through problems in your relationship,
women,
if you can't talk it out and try to work things out, man, just agree to go y'all separate ways.
Women, control your emotions, and guys, we need to, stop doing this crazy shit. Fucking shooting women and shooting your kids and killing the whole family on some Chris Benoit BS.
But homeboy I went to school with, he was telling us a story. He was like, him and his father went out of town, and him and his girl lived together or whatever.
Right.
So him and his father come back from out of town. He said he lucky his father was. He said he glad his father was with him. Mm-hmm. But he said when they walked in, his girl was having sex with a dude. He said his father just grabbed
him and his father saw it.
Like yeah. The father and the son walked in, and she was having sex with the dude.
Yeah, he did.
And the son, the father just grabbed his son and was like, "No, let's just leave."
Right.
He made him leave or whatever.
Right.
But
that was the best move.
Exactly, that was
the best move. Glad that his father was with him.
Yeah,
you never know what that
how
man,
he could have maybe reacted if his father wasn't there.
Might have did.
It was that voice of reason there for him.
Because I was in a situation before with a chick, and I found out, she was on some BS. Saw some dick pictures in her phone and shit. And
I know a nigga see that. His heart probably drop to his feet. Nigga probably like,
that shit, my heart dropped right off my ass. And this how it happened, right? She hit me up. Like, what you doing? I'm like, I ain't doing shit. Like, what's up? She like, me and her homegirl and shit. She like, me and my homegirl, we washing clothes. She got her, her homegirl had kids. So she had one daughter, or whatever. Homegirl got multiple kids, or whatever. So she like, we going to the laundromat. Can you come up here? I'll come get you. Can you come up here? Because I wasn't driving and shit at the time and shit. She like, I'll come get you or whatever. Can you come up here and watch him while we go to the laundromat? We just going to grab the stuff. So I'm like, all right, I ain't doing nothing. Or whatever. Hey, shit, far as I know now, shit, they might have went and did something went to go do something or holler at some
Yeah.
niggas or something, you know what I mean, real quick while they was out. It wasn't that long, like they could have really had sex. Hey, who knows and shit. I mean, man, Superman changing the phone booth. But, you know what I mean? But yeah, so, and she gone. I don't know what made me do it. I just happened to look in her phone and seen it and shit. I was like, what the fuck? Yo, nigga, like you said, man, my heart jumped right off my
with the
head.
kids?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm surprised you ain't little nigga.
Yo, there was all types of shit going through my mind, yo. And as everything raced through my mind, the only conclusion that was left was, yo, I'm gonna go to jail today, yo. I'm gonna fuck her up when she come in here, yo. You know what I mean? That's just how, and I was young, yo.
Yeah.
It wasn't, you know what I mean? That's how I was hurt, yo.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Hey, women try to act like men can't get hurt and we ain't got feelings, man. I was hurt, yo. I was devastated, yo. I was like, yo, that's some bullshit. Or whatever and shit. So, just so happened, I don't know why. And they say, you know how they say when suicide people don't want to do something, they'll call somebody or leave some clues or some shit.
Yeah,
for somebody. Maybe that's what it was, subconsciously or whatever. But I wound up calling my cousin, yo, Dion. Wound up calling Dion or whatever, talk to him or whatever. And and the one thing he said that like brought me back to my senses or whatever. He like, yo, cause of your job, yo. He like, yo, you do some shit and get locked up, yo, that shit might affect your job, nigga. When he said that, nigga, that money sign went off like cha-ching, like job, money, no. I was like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, yo, all right, I'm gonna chill the fuck out or whatever. But she came back, you know what I mean? I confronted her, you know what I mean? And I wound up leaving. Yeah, I mean, cause I was like you said, like I wasn't gonna choke no little kid or kick in their ass or something. But I damn sure was great walk out and leave their little ass in there. Yeah, I mean, cause they wasn't gonna be. Hey, if y'all gone too long, that's on y'all. Yeah, I mean, or whatever. But he was like, nah, yo. He was like, yo, the kids ain't got shit to do with that shit, yo. He was like, yeah, I mean, he was like, I know you pissed, yo, but just chill. And wait till they get back.
Yeah, the kid really got nothing to do with it. I mean, I just said it as a joke, but
so when she got back, I mean, I confronted her. Yeah, I mean, you know, bang, pop the situation, like a balloon and shit. And then I got up out of there. Yeah, I mean, but it was some on and off shit. I was young, like I said, I was young, yo. It was some on and off shit.
I'm glad I didn't. I mean, I never caught nobody red-handed ever cheating on me. I done found out like after I was dealing with somebody that they cheated on me, but I never caught nobody in the act and not like that.
I don't know, y'all. I always wind up finding out some type of way when the times that it happened.
All the girls, I mean, because for one, I haven't been in a lot of relationships, like serious relationships. I've probably only been in maybe like 4 serious relationships in my life. And out of them 4 that I know of, only one. And I mean, I had girls back in the day that I didn't care about, so I didn't give a fuck what they was doing. Like, I just had them just so I could hit. Like, it was I ain't even put that out there. But anyway, I did another homeboy I went to school with. Same school, when I went to Tessa or whatever. He was an older dude. He was an old head. Because when we was going to Tessa, he was like in his 30s or 40s. I was only about like 19, 20. So he came home one day and caught his brother fucking his wife. Shot his brother.
He shot him.
Yeah, he shot him. He didn't kill him. No, he didn't kill him. He just shot him. But because of the circumstances, they gave him temporary insanity. He had to do some time, but not like
as much as he would have.
Yeah, right. Because technically that's attempted murder. But because they said the circumstances, how you coming in, see your brother having sex with your wife, like he just blacked out and he shot him.
And real quick, I mean, before we go to the next subject, you heard Kendrick. Shit,
Euphoria? I listened to it once. I'm not that. See, I can't really speak on it because when I listened to the first one, with him and Future, the first time,
right.
I really wasn't that impressed.
Right. Me and you kind of jumped.
Yeah, and I went back and listened to it a couple more times. I'm like, okay, yeah, he said some shit. I only listened to this song once, so I'm gonna have to listen to it some more before I really give it my true opinion.
My opinion on it, yo, I done listened to both several times, yo. And I've heard several things going on about the situation. It's Drake, and he did some shit with a song with Pac, and it was AI, and Pac was dissing Kendrick, but he had to take it off. I mean the story that when Rick Ross was calling him white boy and stuff or whatever. it was a thing on the end, like messages going back and forth, supposed to be with him and his mother, where his mother, asking him about what was going on or whatever. Kind of find out they saying that ain't true, or whatever. Like, come on, yo. I mean, like, is it that serious, yo?
So his mother never sent those messages or whatever?
Yeah, they was talking about it on academics.
Because I know what messages you talking about, because he was talking about the nose job and all that shit.
Yeah, they was talking about it on academics or whatever. But I've heard both Drake's 50 push-ups and Kendrick's Euphoria or whatever. Man, I don't understand how people saying Drake winning, to be honest with you. I mean, yo, Drake. Yo, Kendrick, I ain't even no Kendrick fan like that or whatever. I do recognize the man's skills as a lyricist, and Drake is too. You know what I mean? Or whatever. But how much of a lyricist as Drake is, we don't know, because he got ghostwriters. You know what I mean? But Kendrick killed that shit. Yo.
You know what's kind of messed up? You speak about ghostwriters.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Drake Champs interview, and Kanye was talking about Drake writing for him.
See? I mean, they all do it, man. Especially when they get to a certain level.
So,
like that.
I mean, I guess Drake can write if he wrote for Kanye, because Kanye ain't gonna just let anybody.
Hey, ain't nobody saying that, man.
No. What I'm saying
all we saying is we don't know how much
exactly. You can't really
is his.
give him 100% credit, because you don't know if everything that he write is his. Like, there's certain people where Nas, that's his lyrics. Prodigy, that was his lyrics.
Kendrick.
Havoc, that was his lyrics. I mean, I don't know Kendrick enough.
Kendrick.
But Kendrick, that's probably his. I'm guessing.
If
J.
I had to
Cole,
guess,
that's
I would say Kendrick. That's his lyrics, yeah.
Benny the Butcher, they seem like they his lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in certain motherfuckers, you could just tell. Like Wayne. Well, Wayne now. There was a rumor at one point in time, Gilly, I think it was a Carter 1 and maybe part of the Carter 2, Gilly helped him write.
Oh, all right. If it was Carter 1, that shit was jumping.
It was.
That shit was jumping.
Carter 2 was jumping too, as well. They was probably the hardest two to me.
That he came up. I mean, what?
Cut the Carters and Carters. It was
the Carters. That was the hardest. What?
I would say
one or two.
I would say.
Or is it more like a 1A?
Yeah, they both neck and neck. Yo, they both hard as a mom. To me.
Yeah, right.
That people might say the color 3 or 4. I ain't really think the 5th one was all that, but to me, the first and second one is the truth.
But yeah, I'm telling you, Dre, check it out, yo. Kendrick, that man went in for 6 minutes, yo, and from that, because I was looking at academics or whatever, and it was like some West Coast dudes that was on there, and he had, I guess, somebody, it was, and then Whack 100 wound up calling or whatever, because he thought that Whack 100 was gonna go with Kendrick no matter what, because it's West. Yeah, I mean, hold down the West Coast,
yeah,
or whatever. Whack 100 was like, he thought Drake was winning. And I was like, what? And
Gil said the same thing.
And I see it because when people, like, even though as nice as lyrics, and this is just my opinion, as nice as lyricists is, yo, they don't get the credit that they be. Because it's some nice. People that have done it, yo. You got Black Thought. You got Inspector Deck.
I think nowadays lyricists don't get the. I think in the 90s lyricists
definitely.
They just do. Because if you was a lyricist in the 90s, you got your just do.
But definitely.
But nowadays it's more like a catchy hook and a hot beat.
Right.
There's no. It don't make a difference what you say on the album. As long as you got a catchy hook and a hot beat, you pretty much can make it.
And what I'm trying to say is Drake got that. You know what I mean? He can give you the catchy hook, the catchy beat, and be dissing somebody and have and they can play it in the club like it's a regular song. You know what I mean? Like it's a regular song or whatever. Kendrick more lyrical or whatever, so his stuff to me is gonna sound a little bit different or whatever. But yo, he killed them. Yo.
Like, who gonna get that just due that I think that's lyrical nowadays? Joyner Lucas.
Yeah, Joyner Lucas can rap.
I don't think he get his just due.
Why that man ain't out more than what he is a mystery to me, yo. Cause not to say that you put me on with Joyner Lucas because I knew who he was or whatever, but I wasn't really listening to his stuff like that or whatever. So when you was like playing this stuff, like, yo, check this out, yo, that man can rap, yo. He up there with J. Cole and Drake and Kendrick and he got that type.
Great
He got that type of to be that type of lyricist like that.
Yeah.
To be on the line to be on the lines of them, yo. But that man just don't get no credit. I don't know.
It's just
Maybe hey, we talked about that last subject on the last episode. You gotta sell your soul type shit. Yeah, I mean, maybe that man ain't on that type of time, and that's why. Yeah, I mean, who knows? But Joyner Lucas should definitely be higher on the food chain than what he is or whatever. It's like nowadays, man. If you ain't got no catchy hook, no catchy beat, that's making motherfuckers vibe to it, and you just got some lyrics, and you can even have lyrics with a hard beat, and people still don't give it its recognition. And I think that's what the disconnect is with people with Kendrick doing what he did. I mean, and everybody got their opinion. They said they felt like the man didn't come hard enough on this one. I'm like, what?
I mean, to each his own, man.
Yo, he killed. I mean, yo, you got Dre. I'm telling you, yo, listen to it, yo. yo. And then Wack 100 was saying stuff like, he was saying like this that people done already said about Drake or whatever. To me, that don't matter. Now, if it's like, a whole bunch of people had beef with Drake, and a whole bunch of people done said some stuff, and then he come back and say the same type of thing, yo. But it ain't really been nobody. What? How many times this man done beef?
Meek, Pusha T, now Rick Ross.
Well, and it's something like with him and Kanye too at one point. That's why Kanye probably coming out saying something now too.
Oh yeah, that Kanye song was hard.
That shit was hard as shit.
That beat was fucking.
Yeah, man, or whatever. Yeah, I mean, but.
But it's just kind of trips me out how they seem like everybody piling up on this one man, yo. So he got to be doing something right. Yo, he ain't got anybody coming there.
It's lonely at the top, yeah. When you number one, yo, all you can do is look down at the competition. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, but I think
all you can do is look down, yeah.
I guess. Because I think it's certain people, at the top, yo. People don't want to mess with, yo. Like, I don't think when Nas did the Jay-Z, nobody ever thought about trying to challenge
ain't nobody never said nothing to Nas after that.
Ain't nobody even thought about, ain't nobody ever tried to challenge Eminem. I mean, not Eminem, but Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
It's certain motherfuckers
Eminem too. Eminem too. The latest was Machine, what?
Melly Mel. Melly Mel called him out.
That shit don't even count. I'm talking about the white boy. What's his
MGK.
Name? Yeah, that was like the
he was beefing with Jai at one point in time. I guess you could consider
Cannabis.
That. Yeah, Cannabis would probably be Cannabis would be a worthy opponent for Eminem. I'm not saying he would win, but he would be a worthy opponent.
No, he shitted on Cannabis real bad, yo. He damn near in the Cannabis like.
See, I ain't never really listened to none of that shit.
That joint he had called Square Dance.
Yeah, I know. That's all.
He was
that's all. He went on
Cannabis. Cannabis ain't really. He said he had some stuff, but wasn't nobody really on it. Yeah, I mean,
I just think because it was Eminem at that time.
He was too big. Yo, it's like this. Say, all right, you got Kendrick, you got Drake, right? Yeah, I mean, both of them can rap their ass off and shit or whatever, but Drake is on, far as to worldwide type shit, yeah, I mean, he number one, yeah, I mean, or people really know him and shit, yeah, I mean, or whatever. It don't matter if Kendrick win or not, yeah, I mean, the person that's number one, because what's gonna happen, say Kendrick win, right? Drake, he's still gonna kind of ride off into the sunset because he still got a lot of people fucking with him. He still got a lot of other things. He still can come out and probably not miss a beat. It's just be like he lost. Yeah, I mean, but people still.
Jay-Z was on top and he lost. He still continued to do shit.
Exactly. He ain't really miss a beat or whatever. I mean, everybody just acknowledged hey Jay, you gotta bite that one, yo. Yeah, I mean, you lost, yo.
And his record sales went down.
And I think it'll be the same thing even if Kendrick win. It'll still be. It ain't like if Kendrick here. If Kendrick win, he just gonna go like this. Yeah, I mean, no, it's still. I think it's still a kind of stay like that, yeah, because people like Drake, man.
I just think also because Drake sings as well too. I think that plays a big part in it. Because he is mainly for the women, and if you Jada always sell. If you want to sell albums, make songs for the women. That's one of the reasons why Ja Rule was so hot at that one point in time, because he knew how to mix it up.
What would I be
he knew how to make songs for the streets, and he knew how to make songs for the female.
And 50 took that man.
He took his whole down, yo.
And start-
Shitted on him for doing
Yeah,
it,
and
and
start-
took your
yeah.
shit and ran with it,
Call
yo.
that man the Cookie
Yo,
Monster
that was
and
so
everything.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what, yo? And I was. Ja Rule was my nigga back then. I fucked with Ja
I
Rule
like that. I
heavy.
like the Ja
So when
Rule.
they was beefing, I wanted Ja to kind of try to do something.
something.
But like, yo, damn.
Right, not
yo.
go out like how he, like not for it to happen like how.
But see, the thing is, though,
They
he
was
didn't
just too
really
big,
have.
yeah.
No, it's not that. Who was his help? You had 50 coming at him.
Yeah.
You had Eminem coming at him. You had
D12.
D12. You had Lloyd Banks. You had Young Buck.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You had like five,
Like I
niggas,
said, they
six
was-
niggas against one.
It's,
So
it's too much.
it's only so much one nigga can do against 5, 6 niggas. And he it's hard. It's hard to come out of that on top.
Yeah.
So I mean, he ain't like Ja Rule had some label mates that could carry that load with him. Like
Right.
he pretty much was the label. I mean, you had
Who is Shanti?
a Sean, a singer. I mean, you had Black Child and
Oh yeah, far as in the street, they was holding them down.
yeah, Black
Like
Child.
Child,
And,
in that situation, that
Ty Murder, but
they
wasn't really
as far as the rap tip.
rap. They was okay, but they couldn't hang on that level with them. That's like when.
When you got Dre behind, back in, Dre
Well,
wasn't
why-
in it, but when you got that name,
Why do
behind you,
you think
back
D
you up,
Block
yo. It's
could
too much,
hang
yo.
with G Unit?
yeah.
It's 3 niggas. You got 3 lyrical niggas going up against some more.
And,
You know what I mean?
and
So
from what
it's
I
different.
recall, with that situation, when 50 tried beef with D Block, she can't really say nothing. It was just Styles and
No, it was
and
she
Jay-
wound up getting in.
Oh, all right. It was just like
And the only
Styles and
reason why,
Jada that tore him up.
And the only reason why that started is because that New York song.
Yeah.
If
He was
he
mad.
felt 50 felt
Yeah.
like, oh, Fat Joe and Jada gonna get this nigga out? Oh hell no, y'all niggas gotta get it too.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I mean,
But
be your own
I
person, that's what I
respect
say.
Fat Joe for that because he
Yeah.
was loyal.
He
Because
said,
people
yeah.
don't know that Jai gave him that
What song was that?
Oh,
He did. I
oh.
seen that. I seen that little
Shit.
interview he was doing. I forgot what song that was.
I can't think of what song.
Jai
it was,
gave
but
him a song.
Jai gave him a song with Ashanti. And it was one of Big Joe's biggest. I mean, one of Fat Joe's biggest songs.
Your smile.
Yeah, you.
Your.
No, that was Jai's song.
Oh, all right.
That was his song.
Oh, all right. No.
But I can't think about the song that I can't remember the name of the song that Fat Joe and Ashanti did, but that helped Joe propel his career, put it like that. So he just felt like, hey,
He
this
said,
man going
yeah.
through something right now. Hey, I'm gonna get this man something.
He threw me an alley oop. Like
I'ma
I'm gonna
throw him
return.
one,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
gonna return the favor or whatever and help him out. Get on the song or whatever. And 50 ain't like it. I mean, but man, when that happened, yo, I was like, boy, I was telling E like, boy, D Block, boy, is going. Yo, Jada was like when we was watching that, used to be these DVDs called Snitch DVDs. I mean, no, not
Smack DVD.
Smack DVD. I said Snitch DVD. Smack DVDs. We used to buy them bitches all the time. You know what I mean? Used to get the little insight because you see motherfuckers like Jada behind the scenes kind of talking to he on the street. You know what I mean? Or whatever. He was like, yo, I'm not going to stop till I air his ass out. He was like, and I air him out. He was like, you know what I mean? Maybe we can, you know what I mean? We can squash it and come to terms or whatever. But he was like, until then, and they meant that shit.
Hey, yo, Nas was the only one who really could hold his own against a couple niggas. Because believe it or not, Memphis was going at Nas as well as Jay-Z.
Man, you ain't in here.
But like, is that your chick? What's y'all this with the hand on this chick?
Oh, that's what that.
That was Meek going at Nas. And some parts of that
I
song.
ain't even there. I can see I would have to go back and listen to it because I used to like that song, but I ain't never look at it like he was talking about somebody.
Yeah, you just gotta pay attention to
because the
it.
way the song was or whatever.
Yeah,
it wasn't no
yeah.
diss record.
So,
Yeah, I mean-
and there was a couple other things, because Meek even said himself, he said his homeboys gassed him up. He said Nas said like a line.
Oh, I
And
did
Meek
see
was
that.
like,
When he's on
yo,
Drink Champs.
your homeboy, he was like, he said his homeboy came to you gonna let Nas wasn't even talking about that man at all.
Uh-huh.
But he just took it that way, so he had to say something or whatever.
Right.
And that got his ass in trouble.
So all
But,
right, man, we're gonna get
the
the number
next,
5, man.
Thing is, you can go ahead with this one because you know more about it than
Number
me.
5, it was a rapper, man. I don't know. I mean, shoot, he had like people that might know him. We just might not know him. No, whatever. The rapper name's what's his name?
Skilla Baby.
Right? He was doing a concert and he was on stage, whatever, doing his thing or whatever, and he got off the stage, and because it had like, because when the video started, it was kind of him saying something to the person or whatever. But I think he was performing, and the girls and stuff, you know, they kind of, because he right there with the crowd or whatever. The girls kind of touching on him and stuff like that. Next thing you know, you got some gay dude that just come and touch his and rub on him and shit. He had to stop and shit. And it's like, yo, I ain't on that type of shit. I don't like, oh, don't be doing that type of shit. Yeah, I mean, like, yo, I like girls, yo, I like women. Yeah, I mean, like, yo, don't do that or whatever. So, you think that was? I mean, I know you don't think it. I know what you think, but
I mean, he had every right to feel that way. I mean, for one,
man, the show would have been over.
I mean, you can't just go up to a man as a man and just start rubbing on him.
Right.
Like you just can't do that, man. That's a straight violation. I mean, he could have straight just turned around, banged the dude, punched him in his mouth,
Man.
or kicked him because maybe he was up on stage. I don't know the situation or whatever. But yeah, man, you playing deadly games, playing with people like that, man. Like, don't you play stupid games? You win stupid prizes.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, I mean, because he had every right. I'm sorry, this show probably would have been over, yeah. I'd have been choking that man like Homer Simpson be choking Buck. You know what I mean? They'd have been trying to pull me off him. I probably got sued, and I'd have been like, yo, what the fuck did I just do? I'd have fucked up. And, hey,
Well, I
I
mean,
had to kick out that money, though.
The only thing about it, maybe you might not can get sued just for the simple fact they could consider that to be assault. Like, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I doubt the love would consider that being assault just because somebody rubbed on your shoulder or whatever. But it is assault if you don't want it. God damn it! That's just like we can't. That's just like me going up to a girl
And grabbing her ass.
and just because she might let say if it's 2 or 3 girls she dancing with and letting them touch on her and stuff like that. I just come out the blue and just be like, oh, okay, and start touching on her. If she turn around and smack me, then I got what I deserve. Mm-hmm. I had no right to do that. She didn't invite me to do that.
Right. I mean, but that's crazy though, yeah. How can you be performing and then the dude, he just felt that comfortable?
I mean, that's just society now. Because I remember one time the baby was doing a concert and the broad just straight tried to grab your wood. And he had to knock her hand away.
What you call karate kicked him?
What that? Kevin Gates?
Yeah. Whatever he did, just some type of wrestling move. Kick on our ass.
So I mean, it don't just happen to just dudes who touch dudes. It happen to girls who. Some people just you violating their privacy in their space. Like some people just don't want to be touched. So just because a person is a celebrity, don't give you the right. Just go up to them, even if they are performing. Unless they jump in the crowd or they walk through the crowd trying to get people fives and stuff like that. That's something different. But you can't just take it upon yourself to start rubbing on people. You just can't. Mm-hmm. I always tell people, your action has a reaction. And you can't tell somebody how to react to your action. I was like, if I go up to a dude and say, yo, you're a punk, and that dude punched me in my mouth, I can't get mad at him. I was wrong for coming to the man in the beginning, calling that man out his name. I can't say you overreacted because I said words. I'm expecting words back. No, that's not how he look at it. So you can't tell somebody how they should react to your action. Mm-hmm. Everybody's going to react different.
Right. I mean, so all right. I mean, anything else you want?
No, we could do this one. We could do one more. Black History is Bessie Coleman. She was an early American civil aviator, which means she flew planes.
Yeah, I did want to say.
She was the first African American woman and first self-identified Native American to hold a pilot's license, and is the earliest known black person to earn an international pilot's license. I guess that means that she could fly internationally, like
because she they wouldn't let her do it here in America. She had to go to France and go to
and get her license over there. Well, they was back then. They was more like
because
lenient on things back then. Because a lot of people don't know, but the original Statue of Liberty, France tried to give to America. It was actually a black woman, but America didn't want to accept it.
I did hear that.
But
that's why the chains still. She still got the chains and stuff on her feet.
Yeah. She was born She was born January 26, 1892.
Damn, 1892. Dude.
Yeah, she was born to a family of sharecroppers in Texas. Coleman worked in the cotton fields at a young age while also studying in a small segregated school. She attended one term of college at Langston University. Coleman developed an early interest in flying, but African Americans, Native Americans, and women had no flight training opportunities in the United States. So she saved and obtained sponsorship in Chicago to go to France for flight school. She then became a high-profile pilot in notoriously dangerous air shows in the United States. She was popularly known as Queen Bees and Brave Betsy, and hoped to start a school for African American flyers. Coleman died in a plane crash in 1926.
I ain't know that.
Her pioneer
I ain't see that
role
part.
was an inspiration to early pilots and to the African American and Native American communities. So she was 82 and died in 26. So she was only 44 years old. Dang.
Damn, that's young, yeah.
Yeah, she was young when she died.
I mean, it sounds like she did a lot though.
I mean, yeah, for her to be the first black woman to get her pilot's license and then get her international pilot license, that says a lot.
Man, she was not being refused, yo, because they said she couldn't even do it in America, and she left here and went to France and got that shit. And what was the year? 18 what?
What the year she got?
No, I'm just saying, just whatever. I mean,
she was born in 18.
yeah, these the 1800s, yo. Hey, Dre, what they do?
So she probably got her pilot's license around like 1905, like around 1902, 1905,
18.
around that time. No, she was
19.
born.
Oh,
yeah,
19.
she was born
All right,
1892. So like around like 20 years later, 25 years later, she probably got her
What you
license.
think they did for entertainment back in
In the 80s? I mean, like you said, the 80s,
early
in the 1800s?
Yeah, late 1800s, early 19. Tipping cows over.
I mean, they was probably just telling stories. I mean, because there was no TV,
Nope.
no internet. I mean,
Plays? Navy plays was back then?
I don't even know what it might have been plays back in the 1800s.
Yeah, you
There
probably
might have
went
been
to go
where
see
you could go see a
or something.
play or like the circus or
Maybe the circus.
maybe the circus or something like that. But
Maybe the circus.
I guess talk. Go out to eat. Go to the park. I don't know. I
Boy,
can't
you ain't had no
picture.
choice but to be forced to be with whoever you was with.
Yeah, I
boy.
can't. I mean, we wasn't in that time, so I can't really say how or what I think they would be doing. I mean, I just know that they had to come up with some type of stuff to make themselves entertained.
And then, I'm about to say something about the Bass Reeves, like the time when he was around. I think they said like the life expectancy back there was like 40 something.
Oh yeah, you was lucky if you. I mean, for one, from gun violence because it was the Wild Wild West. Diseases because they didn't have hardly any medicine
Wild
back then.
animals.
Yo, do you know back when like the dudes would get shot back then? They used to literally use like liquor, like alcohol,
Yeah, you
like
gotta
alcohol,
and pour that
shit to, like they ain't had the peroxide,
Sterilized, yeah.
they ain't had
No
none of that shit.
antibiotics.
No, they used to use like a little tweezer to get the bullet out. Like you woke
no
the
pain-
whole
no
time,
pain
no pain
medicine.
medicine, no nothing. So your life expectancy back then. Don't let you catch a
Cold, the flu.
cut yourself and then get that shit get
Oh,
affected.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you fucked.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
might have to chop off that arm or something.
Even the flu, boy.
Yeah, because it was really no medicine back then. Like, and people was also not clean back then too. Like,
I can imagine.
people weren't bathing every
Like
day
how-
like
yeah,
how we
right.
bathe every day now.
Right.
Like, people
They
might be
probably
bathing maybe.
ain't really had no clean water to do
Can
it
you
either.
imagine how a whole house smelled, yo?
Ugh,
Oh my god, yo.
like catfish, boy.
Jesus.
A house full of catfish.
Oh my god! But see, everybody was so used to the smell back in the day. It was,
Yeah, you probably
it was like
ain't
it
right.
was normal
It's
to
natural.
them. Like even in medieval times when they had castles and shit, some people wasn't bathing.
Mhm.
Like if you bathe once, maybe a month, and that was if you was a higher up person, like like had some status. If you was a regular person, you might gotta bathe maybe once a year if that.
Remember that video I was showing where it said they was talking about the bathing process of the family?
Oh yeah.
They said, look, check this shit
They said
out.
by the time he was done, the boiler looked like tar.
They said the father went first,
Yeah.
so he got the cleanest water.
Because he was normally the dirtiest, because he normally did the manual labor and hard work.
And he was the head of the family. Then it was the sons Then from the sons, it was the girls and the mom, and then nigga,
The last one was the
one
baby.
was the baby. Yo, can you imagine that, yo? The baby in that dirty ass. Boy, don't dip him under there. You probably couldn't even see him no more, yeah.
Just
Like, anyway,
what's the saying? Throw the bath.
don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Yeah.
They said that's where that
That's
came
what.
from.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Well, anyway, everybody,
man,
it's been another lovely episode of oh my god, of the 360 podcast.
Hey man, good habits don't go away so quick,
you
man.
know.
I mean, but yeah, like you said, man, this been another great episode of the 360 podcast, man. Man, keep dealing with us, man, cause we got some stuff, man, and we gonna keep it 360 with y'all and keep it coming.
Yeah, everybody have a good night. We appreciate everybody for the love, the support. You know, just continue doing what you're doing, man. Like I said, we appreciate everybody for it. You know what I mean?
Cause like I be saying, man, you don't want to fuck with us, go to some other podcast, let them fuck your head up. All right, man.
Everybody, y'all have a good
night,
one,
man.